because you're like a professional entertainer?
I never won them. I always came
Really?
second. Again, a singer was always the winner.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, damn, all right. And then again, actually, I remember Westfield was doing a, what was it, 5 minutes of fame competition?
Mm-hmm.
It was
Westfield
like a big,
Mall.
yeah, Westfield Mall. It was a big national competition for like under 18s, right? So show off your talent, win big prizes, right? I was like, this is great. So I did like couple different malls. You can apply to the different malls. You can.
Oh, so you were in multiple competitions at the same time.
Yeah, so I do like
Nice.
the North Shore one, and then I'll do the Auckland Central one.
Spreading your bets.
Yeah, but like again, when I read the terms and conditions, winner got a contract with a recording company. So
That's so
like I
funny,
could never
right?
win. That was the thing. I always
Right.
came second,
There
and the
was just
singer would
no-
always win.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then yeah, pretty much. I use for talent competitions to actually get better at what I do. Because I entered again the following year to see if I can get better. And then the judges were the same, so they saw me the previous year, and then they actually gave me good feedback. Because I took
You still come second?
I won one of them.
Hey, what did you win?
I can't remember. It wasn't.
Damn.
It was cash prize, I think. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Maybe they got rid of a recording contract or whatever. But I took the previous year's judges, comments, being like, okay, cool, I need to improve on verse and verse and verse.
Cool.
Took that practice. Following year, came back and then got positive feedback. So I used that as like training, trying to make myself a better performer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't care if I don't win or not. I'm just using this to kind of, get video footage and try and make myself a better performer. And that really helped, actually.
And that was while you were in the circus.
This was
Before.
during school, while I was in high school.
Okay.
So I do all those talent competitions. I'll do some busking. And then, yeah, after that, when I finished high school, I joined the circus.
And then is that a circuit? What's the circus called?
So I worked for Weber Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I did a few performances for them, and I helped put them tent up. And after that, I joined Circus Aotearoa, which is like pretty much one of the New Zealand circuses that are touring here.
How many circuses are there in New Zealand?
Currently, there are 3. So there's Weber Brothers Circus, Circus Aotearoa, and Zirka Circus.
Zirka Circus. Yes.
Yeah, so
okay.
Zirka is the Chinese acrobatic show.
Mm-hmm.
And then Weber Brothers is like the international show. It's owned by Kiwis, but they used to travel around New Zealand for years, and then they went on a world tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then they kind of just recently came back and started touring New Zealand again. And then Circus Aotearoa is New Zealand owned as well.
And when you're in a circus, are you paid a salary?
Yeah, it's a weekly salary. So
Cool.
we agree to a contract. We're like, hey, we get paid this much, and then we do the shows. So most of the time it would be like Wednesday to Sunday night. We do shows. Or weeknights we do 1 show. Saturday 2 shows. Sunday 2 shows.
Is it fun?
It's great. I love the circus lifestyle. Yeah, it's a lifestyle. So
Yeah.
like every week you're in a different town or city, and then you get to perform your shows. And then put the tent up.
What are your
tent
living
down.
conditions like? Are you in a van or
Caravan.
Caravan.
Yeah,
Okay. And they
so-
give you a van?
Yeah, most of the companies will provide a caravan, and then
Cool.
that you live in. And then with Circus Aotearoa, we'd always have like a family meal. So always after each show, someone will cook with meals, and then we'll all sit down, have a nice meal, and
Oh, that's lovely.
yeah, so it's very family.
Do you want to get back into that?
I wouldn't mind it, but
Yeah.
that's the thing. Right now, I'm really into doing my own things, like with
Sure.
the street performing and my solo shows. So kind of want to focus on that. So when you join a circus, it's a contract. So like it'll be 6 months, 1 year, 2-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it a bit difficult for me because I can only do the circus work. But
You can't do something on the side as well. You can't like jump out in the street during the day.
yeah, yes and no.
Okay.
Depends on the contract, but again, like with busking, I mainly do weekends and school holidays.
Sure.
Same thing with circus, you perform on weekends and school holidays, so
Makes
it
sense.
doesn't match. So I can't do both at the same time.
Yeah. So what is like? Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I can totally get it. It's like a
Yeah.
weird conflict and time too, as well. Like
Yeah,
time
exactly.
management.
It's just not enough time as well
Mhm.
because you have to practice and then do the show. By the next day, you're tired, so you want to rest
Mhm.
and do the show again. So
Rinse and repeat.
mm.
What's the career? Because I noticed it's a lifestyle, but what is like the typical progression of a street performer? Is it just stick in the game as long as you possibly can?
Yeah, I guess so. For me, yeah, I guess I'll keep doing it as long as I can do it.
Cool.
Like, yeah, if there's a place I can perform and people are willing to donate, support the street performers, then yeah, I'll keep doing it.
Do you have a Patreon?
No, I thought about it because
Dude, I
like
think you should do a Patreon.
during lockdown, right? Because I didn't have any income, so I was like, oh man, what am I gonna do? Okay, I'll try and do some like videos on YouTube or like I set up a thing called Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
Kofi.com. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's spelled KOFI.com. It's a page, like a donation page made for creators.
Okay.
So I know a lot of like, illustrators or graphic artists or, cartoonists and like performer type people registered. It's pretty much you go on the page, and you can donate and support what they do. So like I can post my videos or photos there, little description saying, hey, I'm a street performer, circus performer. And then I use that as, like I lost work, it's COVID, and like
Sure.
if you can spare, buy me a coffee for $5, please click here. And then I was kind of getting that during lockdown, which was great because I could buy groceries using that money. Yeah,
definitely.
So I like every week I was releasing a video of me doing a trick, being like, hey, if you like that, please support me on Ko-fi.
So it was working.
Yeah, it was kind of working, which is good. Yeah.
So when you pay, when people pay you money on Ko-fi, do they then get access to the stuff that you put out there? Or is it access first, and if they like it, then they give you money?
It's access first, yeah.
Gotcha.
But you can follow on Ko-fi, and then like I was able to put up exclusive stuff as well. But
so it's very similar to Patreon then.
yeah,
Sounds
yeah.
very similar to
But
Patreon.
I as a busker, I prefer to put the stuff out there and be like, hey, if you liked it,
Yeah,
please donate.
yeah. Rather
I
than
prefer that way
pay
better.
to see.
Yeah,
and
Patreon you have to register and pay monthly, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's like, from what I understand, it's like, there's different tiers. You can set up as many tiers as you want. $5, $10.
Yeah. I know like some people do it really well with their online content.
I don't know what that would look like for a street performer. You know,
Yeah.
I know what it looks like for podcasting, but I'm not nearly.
Yeah.
there.
I think with Patreon, it has to be something that people will get something back.
Totally.
So like a friend of mine actually suggested when I thought about Patreon was like, hey, why don't you like post your knowledge on the Patreon page? Like
Totally.
knowledge as a street performer, as a juggler. Why don't you give them like advice?
Yeah.
So then people register, they get the information and feedback and all that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So
I mean,
like,
there's nothing wrong with trying it, man. And I think,
yeah.
you have, you've been in it for a while. Like 11 years is a decent chunk of time.
Yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, it's a long time now.
100%. Like, and I think if like you have a community that supports you, you know what I mean? People who are interested in getting involved and stuff like that. Let me know if you do that, because
I
I'd be
will.
chuffed to shout you out on there.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about doing different things. So.
I like it, and I think it's like quite it's a tough market to survive in,
Yeah.
So, we got two more questions for you. What's the easiest trick you can teach me?
Easiest trick?
Yeah. Do you have a deck of cards on you right now?
A deck of cards. Actually,
Just business
No, I
cards?
don't. No, I
Damn.
don't.
Can you teach me a trick, like with anything that we have
a
in here?
trick?
Besides like the thumb one. Really good
Oh,
at
the
that.
classic.
Yeah.
Maybe with the card. If you give me that one,
Okay.
see if I can actually maybe do it to the camera. I guess. Or it's just a simple. I don't know if that looked good or not. I'm quite rusty with my sleight of
I can see
hand.
it on my side.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
what you're
It
doing.
makes sense for but for you, it's like it'll be like, didn't work.
Damn,
Didn't work. I
but
dropped
it's
it.
basically like folding it into like your two fingers.
Yeah. It's just a easy. I've got another one here. It's a very easy slide.
Can I try it with
Yeah,
mine?
it's called a back palm. Basically, you're gonna hold the card like that
Yeah.
with your two fingers and your thumb, and then as you bring it down, you twist it, and then bring it behind like that.
Oh, okay.
So you're palming it
okay.
behind your hand. So it looks like that. Oh, secrets revealed.
Damn.
Don't watch if you don't want to learn how it's done.
Gavin learns magic.
But yeah, like from a distance, you can't really. If you're waving it around, you can't really see the
Yeah,
corners.
I see what
but
you're doing.
yeah,
Let me try. All right, so I go here, and then
and then pinch it like that.
like that.
Oh, see if I'm prepared.
Damn it.
What you want to do is hold it between the two middle fingers there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you
Oh,
bring
no, shit. Sorry, there we
the
go.
index and pinky to the
Mhm.
front.
Okay.
Pinch it there. Bring these two in,
Oh, yeah. And then,
and then there we go, and
damn.
then behind. That's the hard part. Use all your finger muscles there.
that's actually quite tough, man.
Yeah, it's hard.
on
Yeah,
the
sometimes I
fingers.
like watch a movie and just sit there doing this for like 2 hours practicing. Yeah, because I'm working on a card manipulation routine right now.
Yeah.
I've been on and off for it for like maybe a year or two, but I just want to do a routine with a deck of cards, making cards vanish and appear and everything. So this is like the basic of making a card vanish and appear.
I think I've got it, man. Well, I'm getting close. Shit, that's cool. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last thing. Well, you know what? I don't even really want to ask the other question. I was gonna say, like, what's the most embarrassing thing that's happened to you while performing?
Oh, yeah?
Do you know?
Oh, man. See, I kind of just forget these things. So
Yeah, you
I
have to, right?
yeah,
Very much.
it'll take time for me to remember. The embarrassing thing, I don't know actually.
No stress.
Yeah, I can't think of one from the top of my head.
I know mine exactly.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. I went and did stand-up comedy over at a bar in town, and it was a musical open mic.
Oh,
And
okay.
I was like, well, I just need to get up. I need to do more gigs. So I applied. No one knew that I was doing stand-up comedy.
Oh,
So I get up on stage, and everyone in the audience is like, eating their meals, talking with friends
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And they're like, okay, and the guy would be providing background music for their thing. Next up, Gavin Hughes. I get up, and I just ruined everyone's dinner.
It's just like, hey.
I was like, hey,
you
guys, how we all
doing?
doing? 30 seconds of actually trying to get people's attention to
Oh,
do my
man.
stand-up. And they hate me. And I'm up there.
Yeah.
I'm getting no laughs. I'm telling jokes, and no one's freaking laughing. And I brought two of my friends there because I was like, this is going to go horribly. I'm going to need some support. And they're just in the back cracking up. And halfway through my act, some guy starts yelling at me.
Oh, yeah.
And he's, tell us a joke, bro. You're not funny. You're not funny. And I started going like, who the hell are you, dude? And he goes, oh, I'm one of the other acts. And what the hell?
What?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, when are you on? He goes, oh, after you. And I went, well, I've warmed them up for you.
Yeah.
And they were just hated me. And I just went, all right, screw this.
Man.
Walked off, beeline out of there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst gig I've ever done. And I never went back to that bar.
Oh, wow.
So they won.
That sounds like a similar story, actually. I've done a dinner show before,
Yeah.
but like the people there didn't know there was going to be a comedy juggling show
It's the
happening.
fucking worst, right?
So I went out. I had to do half an hour because my shows, it involves lots of talking, interacting with people, getting volunteers up.
And they just didn't want to talk.
So I go out, be like, hey, how you guys doing? They're in the middle of a meal, like eating. I'm like, oh wow, okay, you guys are eating. Okay, cool. This is gonna be great. They're not even like most of them aren't even looking at me, right?
Sure.
So I'm like doing my opening bit, telling jokes. Okay, no laughs. All right, I'll just start doing the tricks. I start doing the tricks, and then I come to the part where I need a volunteer, and then I was just like, okay, no one's volunteering. I'm just gonna. Okay, you eating the steak? Come on, come out, bring your beer, and then like I pretty much just forced him in the middle of his meal and conversation with his friends and.
Did he hate you? Was he super reluctant?
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, this guy clearly doesn't want to do it. I don't want to do it either, but we gotta, getting paid to be here, so I gotta entertain the guests. So it was very awkward and yeah.
Did you ever
weird.
get asked back?
I can't remember. Probably didn't want to do it anyways.
That
so.
was your big break.
No. Yeah, I kind of avoid dinner shows now, but if I do a dinner show, I always request that I'm on before or after the meals.
Clever.
Like
Yeah.
never during the meal. I need a focused audience. Oh, there we go.
One more. There you go.
Yeah.
It's all a learning curve, right? Well, dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
You can find me on kozochaos.com or on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube,
Cool.
MySpace, if anyone still uses it.
Kozo spelled Kozo.
Yeah, KOZOKAOS.
Kaos.
Yes.
Cool. So not
So-
CH.
No,
Cool.
not the actual way of spelling it.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
And then otherwise, if you're in Wellington, you can see me on Cuba Street or the Waterfront most weekends.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you just go to my website or social media pages, I post where I perform all my gigs as well. So
Cool.
And yeah, I'm available for gigs if anyone wants to hire
Woo!
me. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
come
and
entertain
me
you.
as well, actually.
I can
That'd
do
be the idea.
anything from corporate to bars or even your backyard. So
Nice, dude.
yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. Thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Bye.
See ya.
Hey, if you enjoyed that, make sure you hit that subscribe button on the left-hand side. And to watch other episodes, click one of those squares on the right. If you only want to listen to this and don't have time to watch the full video, you can find this podcast wherever podcasts are listened to online. Thanks. Bye.